Hey, it's Megan. Welcome back to another dollar store hack video. This time I'm sharing 15 ways you can use pool noodles to make your life easier, cheaper, and just all around more functional. Fortunately, you can find pool noodles at just about any general store right now. They're sold mostly in summer, but some stores do sell them year-round. And with all that said, we're getting started right now. This first quick tip is for anyone and everyone. If you've ever moved, or you're going to move, or maybe you're putting your breakables or valuables in storage, just cut a slit down the pool noodle, slide this over your picture frames, your tables, put it around the edges of your chairs to protect them, or you'll prevent them from being bumped up in the moving truck or hitting the wall in storage. Or maybe you're shipping something to your grandma or your best friend. Cut up 2 or 3 pool noodles and you can use these just like packing peanuts. Not only do they work just like packing peanuts, you're gonna save yourself about $20. I only cut up 2 pool noodles and it filled up a huge box. If you're watching this thinking, but Megan, I'm not moving and I'm not shipping anything. Well, how about this idea, my friend? You can use pool noodles to fill up the bottom of a basket or a gift bag. Save yourself money on the shredded paper and it's less messy. Or here's an idea that I truly love and it works really well that I've shared in a previous video is you can use pool noodles to fill up a dilapidated beanbag chair, ottoman, or maybe even outdoor pillows. This is gonna save you money and this works really, really well. I only used about 4 pool noodles to give my beanbag chair a new life and I saved myself about $14. Maybe you're looking for a less boring pool noodle hack. Well, how about this one? If you cut pool noodles hot dog style down the middle, or you could leave them whole together, but this is going to save us money. You can then hot glue them together or duct tape them to make your initials or spell out a word. I did this K for my neighbor and then I covered it with hot glue just using 1 bag of moss. And I didn't cover the back, but she doesn't care, so I didn't care. Or tape 2 pool noodles together and cover it with flowers. This would be great for a kid's room, your room, a wedding. I really love how the big K turned out. I used about 1 1/4 pool noodles and I think it looks really great. She loved it too. I know a lot of people know about using pool noodles for Christmas decorating hacks or Halloween decorating hacks, but there are so many everyday decorating hacks. Like you can use any type of container or vase. I got this one from Dollar Tree. I spray painted it white, but I want to say for real, you can use any vase you already have on hand. Just add your pool noodles to the bottom of your vase or bowl. Then you can just dab your florals right into it. This saves you money on floral foam because floral foam costs a heck of a lot more than 1 pool noodle. And this makes a beautiful centerpiece. Do you have a dough bowl you like to set on your table year round and you add moss or some other type of decorative filler to it? Put pool noodles on the bottom and save yourself money on the filler. Or maybe you have 2 candles that are the same size. But your problem is you have 2 hurricane vases that are not the same size. All you have to do is cut down 2 pool noodles that are different sizes. Hot glue your candles to those. Add your candles to your vases. Add some sand or any other filler that you have on hand. Bada bing, bada boom, you got yourself 2 different sized looking candles. But if this makes you nervous, no big deal. Friendly reminder though, you are never supposed to leave any lit candle unattended and sand does put out a flame, but I'm also not promoting anybody set their house on fire. So anyways, all of that to say, just know you can use flameless candles and it works the same way, my friend. Moving on. By now, we've all seen the hack that you can use a pool noodle to keep a door from slamming or to keep it from accidentally locking shut. This is great if you're ever bringing in groceries on a windy day, by the way. Or maybe you have seen how you can put a pool noodle around a bucket handle and that will keep your hand from being pinched. But have you seen this idea? My friend Jennifer had to buy new chains for her child's swing set. The new chains did not come with the hand protectors, so she uses pool noodles to protect her kids' hands from being pinched. I thought this was super duper smart, and hey, thank you, Jennifer, for letting me share photos of your backyard. I'll have Jennifer's channel linked in the description. Speaking of outdoor pool noodle hacks, there's so many different ways you can use pool noodles outdoors, like using half a pool noodle as a knee guard when you're gardening or pulling weeds. Another idea, I've shared this before, but it's totally worth sharing again, is to use pool noodles to fill up the bottom of your planters. I know I've shared this before, but it's such a great idea. It works so well. Not only does it save you money on soil, but it also makes it easier to move the pots when you need to move them. And I reuse the same pool noodle pieces over and over and over again. Another idea is to grab any 3 different size planters you already have on hand, or go on down to your local Dollar Tree and pick up 3 different size planters. If you can't find the same colors, no worries, my friend. Just spray paint them to the color of your choice. The main thing is make sure they are 3 different sizes, 2 different sizes, however many different sizes. Make sure all your pots are different sizes. If they don't have holes, poke holes in the bottom. Then all you got to do is just cut your pool noodles down to the same height as your planters and hot glue them to the bottom. Grab a dowel rod from Walmart or really any craft store. I think even Home Depot carries dowel rods for fairly inexpensive. And stab that into the bottom of your biggest planter. Add your potting soil. Add your flowers. Add your second planter. Add your potting soil, and just repeat. And that's it. So what the pool noodle is going to do, it's going to help your planters from leaning side to side or getting all cattywampus on you. It's also going to save you on soil. Or another idea, instead of adding a planter to top off your flower tower, you can use a solar light. And if you're interested in more solar light ideas, I just did a whole video on that. I'll have it linked in the description. This next idea is for all my fellow Southerners out there, but really it's for anyone. If you've ever purchased a sunshade that's cheap or even high quality ones, you put it up and it falls right down. That's so frustrating because now you get into a car that's like 200 degrees. Well, we can fix that problem. All you need is half of a pool noodle and some duct tape. Just duct tape your pool noodles to the side of your sunshade and make sure to measure the height of your front windshield. This works so well. It doesn't look pretty, but I mean, are these sunshades ever pretty? I mean, not in my opinion, no. I'm even using a cheap Dollar Tree flimsy sunshade in my husband's Jeep, and this even stays up without the help of the visor. I hope you're sitting down for this next idea because it's definitely my favorite and it's going to knock your socks off. So Pottery Barn wants to sell you this topiary for about $350. It's 4 feet tall, or you could get a 5-foot one for $450. We are going to make a 4-foot tall topiary for a heck of a lot less than $350. You just need 1 pool noodle. Cut that pool noodle in half and then cut each half into 3 pieces. You'll have 6 pieces total, but you only bought 1 pool noodle. Then grab a broom handle from Dollar Tree and 1 medium to large size planter. Measure off the height of the planter on your broomstick. Then take your pool noodles, start duct taping those pieces to your broom handle, starting at the top, working your way down. Wrap that around the broom handle, gradually making these spirals larger, and then duct tape those in place. Continue adding pool noodles and duct taping, making your spirals larger until you get to where you marked off on your broom handle that was the height of your planter. Now, depending on how tall your planter is, you may not use all your pool noodle pieces. I didn't, and that's okay. So I used 3/4 of a pool noodle or 75% of a pool noodle, and this is what it looked like, and you can totally stop here. But if you want a more beefy pool noodle, which I did, I was like, why not? Let's go all out. I used the 2 spare pieces that I had left over, cut those down in half, and then added them to the bottom spirals of what's going to be our topiary. So my topiary. Then here's the mind-blowing part. You only need 4 to 5 bags of moss. I used 4.5 bags of moss, and I hot glued moss all over this mamma jamma, like even on the inside of the spirals where nobody would see, because I was making this for a neighbor, but then I really liked how it turned out, so I'm making another for her. I was mind blown by how well this turned out. So you don't need as much moss as you would think you would need. Seriously, you'll be shocked by how little moss you do actually need. Then all you gotta do is hot glue your pool noodle to the middle of your planter, similar to the flower tower DIY we did. Add something heavy at the bottom, add some more pool noodles to fill up space if you'd like, and add a bag of brown moss. That's it. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. We did not spend 3 Jeezys. I don't know. Forgive me. I do these voiceovers in a room by myself. It's late at night. Sometimes I think I'm funnier than I really am. Oh, you might do the same thing. Who knows? Who knows? On a serious note, if you want to put this outside, it's fine. You can do that. Just spray it with some clear spray paint. That's what I did, and it's going strong. I'm in Texas. We've had hailstorms, tornado warnings, strong winds, and the worst thing that's happened is it's faded slightly. Also, credit where credit is due, the technique for this idea, totally inspired by my BFF here on YouTube, Sarah Jane Chic on the Cheap. I will have her original video also linked in the description. If you're looking for some more budget-friendly DIY ideas, I got a whole channel, but I'll have my last solar light video linked in the description too. And that is it, my friend. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you next time.